Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna be showing the leaks for the Apocalypse Rising 2 update. In this image you can see a new modern house. You can also see new light poles here. Right here you got a library. You can see the Soviet crate. You can also see like a fridge back there. I think this is like a cafe with a library. Right here we have a barber shop. In this picture you can see green, but I don't remember seeing fences here. Right here we got a bowling alley. Nothing probably spawns here except food and water. You can see traffic cones as the pins. Right here we got the new courthouse for Ashland. We also got the new light poles here and some buildings in the background. We also have another court, probably for another place. Here you have a hot dog store. You can go buy your hot dogs. Seems like there are new tables with the umbrellas. There's also a big building right next to it. It looks like a school because of the chalkboard, but these chairs don't have a desk in front of them, so it's probably just something else. Right here we got a laundromat. In this image you can see a building cut in half because of a landslide. It kind of looks like a shop because of these shelves and an office on the second floor. Right here we got a swamp with houses. Right here we got a lot of steel. I think it's for a bridge. Right here we got gas pumps with the actual handles right next to them. This house looks like it's from Huron. I hope these gas pumps actually let you pump gas into the car rather than using a gas can. Right here we have a store that has skateboards and surfboards. It has to be a clothing store because you can see the fitting rooms in the back. Right here we got a big modern house. It looks really cool. I see a very small TV. I don't think a TV would be that small for a big building like this. This pool is actually filled with water, so you can finally go swim in it. Right here we have a Lockport sign that leads to Lockport back here. There are now speed limit signs, so don't go over the speed limit or else you'll get a ticket. Over here we have a lot of TVs, computers, keyboards, and some radios in the back. We got CDs here. CDs nut. Right here we have a factory or maybe a farm, but kinda looks like a factory more. I'm not sure if this is a leak, but it looks like the destroyer is in a different place, I think. You can also see the water kinda looks darker. I'm sure this is Lockport because there's an oil rig in front of it, and there's now bigger container cranes, and it seems like there's a bridge here that leads to Ashland. You could probably transport boats now using a car. We got a gumball machine. Over here we have a tunnel that leads to Naval Air Station, I think, because I remember there's a road next to a cliff that leads to NAS. Here we have an underground bunker. I'll play this video in a few seconds, but you can see Fairview Bridge, and this is obviously Fairview that we're standing on. Over here we have a Fairview sign, some buildings back here. You can see barriers on the pillars so cars won't crash into them. Modern traffic lights, a police station. We got a small restaurant over here, and we have a small arcade. You can go up the buildings and snipe people. Right here we got a nice looking hazmat suit with a laser gun. The destroyer ship is now stuck on another island. You can also see a cliff here. We got a stop sign that prevents cars from falling off the cliff. We can see the new Fairview in the back, as well as radio station. Here we have a casino arcade machine. This is the casino. You can see the arcade machines, the tables, and everything. On top of the casino bar, you can see sleeping bags and a gun crate, soft couches. Here we have a podcast station. It's most likely gonna be in a radio station. Here's a map leak. You can see the dark water I was talking about earlier. It's so blurry that all I can see is like roads and something in the water. We got a new radio station building. We got a modern building that you can't really go inside of, but these LED lights look so cool. This will be the new Huntington, and you can see tall buildings in the back, as well as a remodeled motel. Here's another view of Huntington. You can see a big modern building and a restaurant and fire hydrants. Here is Fairview again. You can see that there are new trees now. We got the new building for radio station. You can see there's a new bridge in the background. Here we have Ashland that has a bridge that leads to Lockport. I see a fire station or maybe a hospital, and then over here we got a police station because you see police cars here. I also see a new bridge, and it seems like grain is back there. Right here we got Lockport and campgrounds. I think this is Salem, but I'm not sure. You can see a river going through a bridge and everything. In this video you can see a school bus. Oh my god. Just watch this video. Everything you just saw is the new university, but I'm not gonna explain anything. In this picture, you got the new Naval Air Station. We got the new warehouse, the new ATC, we got the new barracks. You can see a gun range over here. You can see a water tower. You can see the observatory back there. I think there's a helipad next to it. Here's a closer view of ATC. Mechanics changed. I hope there's jets inside of there. You can climb up this tower and snipe people. And we got the American flag. I don't know where this is, but I do recognize this church from Ashland. I found out that this is Beaufort, and it looks okay. Beaufort just looks like an ordinary western place. Here's a better view of Fairview. You can see the modern building on the cliff and the cliffs that we saw earlier with the destroyer and the stop sign. Are you Fairview? Cause I want a fair view of you. Right here you can see a nice looking cabin. Over here we got Ashland, and you can see power line cables. You can see Lockport in the background, and yeah. Here we have a cargo ship next to Lockport. I think you could deploy these lifeboats, but I'm not sure. This is power plant with the new colored tents. Here's another view of power plant. You can see these, whatever these are called, but I think I've seen them in GTA 5. Here's a river with a small house and soggy trees. We got houses at a swamp. We got a new bridge at the swamp with a convoy that spawns next to it. What you just saw is the new reload animation. You can now see the bullets going into the gun now. This is Huntington. We got tall buildings where the floors are inaccessible. You can see a penthouse on top of this building. There's like a pool back there, or maybe a park. At Huntington, we love hunting tons of players. Here are new boats we could drive, new buildings, and a nice looking bridge. In this picture, you can see a Pierre with a restaurant. Back there, you can see a casino and a water slide, so it is a pool. In the restaurant, you could probably take this katana. In the background, you can see hills and a gas station. Here's the penthouse I saw earlier. There's a skateboard, mini fridge, and everything. Now we're gonna be looking at the summer event coming up in July 31st. You can see cactuses and new plants. It's gonna be so hot that you're gonna need air conditioners. You can see that using the binoculars has an animation now. You can see that gun attachments can now appear in the inventory. This sharpening stone adds more damage to melees. There's a mechanic's tool set, a mess kit, and a gun cleaning kit, as well as a compass. You can see an American outpost gathering resources from a cargo ship. You can see oil rigs and a new colored Humvee. New desert cosmetics for the military. This Marine's uniform gets more greener. I can see that there's a new iron sight for the gun and there's a new place back here. This is the wastelands. The people here are like protecting something. It's probably some alien resource. Probably the laser gun you saw earlier. Here's a gun that only appears in the summer event. It's called the M1918 Tankowewa. The gun you just saw is the M1918 Tankowewa. You can read everything you see right here. I'm not gonna explain anything. Here's the trailer for the new summer event. I'm not gonna play it because of copyright reasons. I'm just gonna pause on some parts and show you that there's an oil rig back here and there's new cosmetics. It seems like radio station is collapsing. You can see that the Humvee color has changed. Here is Ashland. Here's the wastelands again. It looks pretty cool. There's now a sandstorm and maybe your guns could get jammed from the sand, so maybe that's why there's a gun cleaning kit that we saw earlier. Here we got the cargo ship next to the outpost. The radio station is collapsing and I see a big huge mountain between Ash and Pool. The link for the trailer is in the description. And I'm tired, so goodbye.